Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, for this week, kita akan masuk topik yang seterusnya iaitu related to the digital content assets and media. Kalau kita lihat syllabus for this topic, kita akan menyentuh berkenaan dengan the digital asset media related to types and also formats, the DAM repository and also the DAM inventory. Okay, this is the subtopic for our lecture this week. Okay, when we're talking about digital asset, a digital asset is anything that exists only in digital form and comes with a distinct usage right. Data that do not possess the right are not considered asset. Okay, an asset is a content with the right to use. So if you look at into the quick look at the dictionary, will tell us that the word asset usually relates to property. So this asset have a certain value. The digital asset include but are not exclusive to. So digital documents, audible content, motion pictures and other relevant digital data that are currently in circulation or are or will be stored on digital appliances such as personal computer, laptop, portable media, players, tablets, data storage devices, telecommunication devices, and any and all which are or will be existent once technology progress to accommodate for the conception of new modality which would be able to carry this digital asset. If you have the intellectual property rights to the content, then the content can represent an asset. So intellectual property management and protection and digital right management should form an integral part of an asset management framework. So kita kat situ kita ada content, we have the right, so it will become the asset. An asset is content with the right to use. So this is types of format for the digital asset and media management. Okay. So example of digital asset in JPEG. For example, stock images for website design, the lifestyle images for social media accounts, products images features in email campaigns, screenshot. Because these JPEGs are a lossy format, some quality is lost when the file is compressed. The format is better for images with less detail, such as photos of people or landscape. However, JPEG compression is much more efficient than PNG compression, which means that you can usually get a smaller file size without a noticeable loss in the quality. That is example of digital asset in JPEG format. So digital asset actually are more than just images. So in brief, digital asset management is the collection of data, image, files, and associate materials in one central repository to make it accessible. Okay. So digital asset actually is essentially any digital file that provide value to your company or to your organization or to your department. Ideally, these assets are organized in a way that is readily accessible to any department within your company and easy to distribute. Dia ada value. Bila ada value, you ada keperluan untuk melihatnya, ada nilai dan dia boleh di retrieve, diakses semula. Sorry. Here's the catch about the digital asset. A lot of people hear the term and believe it only relates to asset like images, logos, video, which is not the case. Digital asset are include any type of digital file like PDF, presentation, Excel, Word, spreadsheet, audio, and so on. Remember our exercise last time? You need to identify the function of any department in any organization and identify at least five types of different format of digital asset that related or being published by that department. So I really hope that you understand that digital asset and media is not only related to certain asset just like image, logos, and so on, but it's also being extended to other digital file like PDF, audio, design file, anything a modern company needs in their toolkit to support their marketing, sales, legals, and etc. However, there are still three constants that a digital asset must tick for it to be classified as one. It must be valuable to the company. All these digital asset ada juga dia punya features and criteria, and part of it must be valuable. Dia ada nilai kepada organisation. It must be a digital file. Okay? It must be a digital file. Dia bukan kata kertas seperti ni. Tapi kalau this type of files berada di dalam you punya laptop, di dalam komputer, that is considered digital file. It must be easily accessible, searchable, and distribute. Okay? So types of digital asset include but are not exclusive to photography, logo, illustration, animation, audiovisual media, presentation, spreadsheet, digital painting, words document, electronic mails, website, and multitude of other digital formats, and their respective metadata. The number of different types of digital asset is exponentially increasing. Benda ni akan sentiasa bertambah from time to time due to the rising number of the devices such as smartphones. Kata kita dah ada pelbagai apps and so on. Kita dah ada pelbagai orang kata platform to hasilkan all these digital assets which are conduit for digital media. So this is the 8 common types of digital asset. Okay, yang paling basic, paling common yang biasanya akan kita temui in any organisation ataupun company. Yang pertama, of course, the PDFs format. And then we also do have the videos format. We also have the presentation format, audio files, images, spreadsheet, graphic, and also design file. Jadi kalau kita lihat, this digital asset is actually file that can be stored digitally. No matter you simpan dia dekat any types of devices, but it is a file that can be stored digitally. Typically, they are asset that can provide some sort of value to a company through marketing campaigns, sales materials, packaging, or other promotional activities. So how to make digital asset more accessible? Macam mana cara dia? Kita ada pelbagai types of, tadi kan kita mention kita ada 8. Sorry. Boleh tak boleh nak semula. Okay. Tadi I do mention kita ada 8 types of formats yang available. So how to make this digital asset more accessible? So while recognizing what digital assets are and why they are so important to your company, an equally yet often overlooked part of successful digital asset management is how they are stored, accessed, and also secure. And then when working with a large number of digital assets, things can easily get lost in the shuffle if you don't have a specific system ataupun files for organizing ataupun you have some sort of orang kata cara for organizing and searching for those assets. Okay, that's where a digital asset management system comes into the pictures. So using two key features, which is they are using metadata and also taxonomy, you can organize the asset by certain keywords such as title, the features, the permission, the dates, the kata apa lagi? Oh, sorry. So there are two types of metadata dekat sini. But before that, what are digital asset used for? Selalunya in an organization or company, before kita masuk ke topik metadata, what are digital asset used for dalam company ataupun organization, kita akan menggunakannya for social media advertisement, for the signage, for the website banners, for the packaging, for the collateral, brochures, e-commerce materials, promotional video, and so on. So by using this DAM, you can actually extend the life cycle of your digital asset by reusing them to create new material for all your marketing channel. Jadi cara dia tadi ialah melalui melalui orang kata the digital asset and media management system. You recognize dia, you be able to access semula through pelbagai keyword dan sebagainya. And then dekat sini lah peranan of the metadata and also taxonomy. When we are talking about metadata, there are two types of metadata. First thing ialah descriptive metadata, and second one is the technical metadata. Descriptive metadata, actually it is about the includes an asset's title, text, description, keyword or date. Basically, anything that will make the asset easier to find in the future. While this technical metadata normally involve information about the technical part of the asset, such as its dimension, the file size, the resolution, and the name of the creator who made it. So when it's come to the descriptive of metadata, this one is kata terpulang kepada company policy and also standard, which style that they are prefer to. Dia tidak ada orang kata specific standard. Tapi kalau macam contohnya macam library management system, they do have a standard. Yang mana all over the world, library tak kira lah di Malaysia ke, di India ke ataupun di Nigeria, they are using one standard called Anglo-American Cataloging Rules, which is the AACR2R. So the types of when they do the catalog, when do they index and abstract the types, the pelbagai types of materials yang terdapat di library, they are following this standard. Tetapi for digital asset and media, for most of the organisation sekarang ni, masih belum ada specific standard yang tertentu. It depends on the organisation policy. Okay, this is the example of the screenshot on how is the metadata being explained di situ. Okay, so taxonomy pula ialah related to a taxonomy is when section, categories, keyword, text and other metadata are combined to organize asset into group. It's such as macam you are classifying, you are categorizing the all the types of materials that are available in your organization. Taxonomy can help your team intuitively browse for assets as they might not know exactly what they are looking for. So an example of this happening could be in someone is searching for images to support a marketing campaign for a new features you have designed. Okay. This is the example of brand, one of the digital asset and media management system, brand folder. This is some sort of the features that available in the brand folder. You can see over here, they're listing out the types of formats of the digital asset and media that available. And then you'll be able to retrieve back by looking at their category. Over here, the brand folder categorize the items ataupun the formats of the digital asset and media into logo colors, logos, media kit, okay, and so on. So struggling to keep track of your digital asset, not only a dedicated DAM system give your teams a way to take control of your digital asset library, it makes searching, assessing, and implementing asset a much easier task. So that is the roles of the DAM management system. So a DAM solution, contohnya macam yang saya bagi ni brand folder. Actually there are many other software and also system that available for the organization or company use to help them in keeping their digital asset and media. So kalau kita lihat dekat sini, brand folder can help your team organize their asset in 5 key areas. Yang pertama, related to the store. Bagaimana this brand folders DAM platform gives your team a single source of truth when it comes to managing asset. Okay, instead of jumping from Dropbox to Google Drive to an email thread to the WhatsApp, your team will have one place to store. Kan kalau sebelum ni kita ada pelbagai, kita ada gambar, kita ada files, kita ada documents and so on. Kita share through the email, through the WhatsApp, kita share melalui Google Drive dan sebagainya. Tetapi with this brand folder management system, you'll be able to store all in one place. Share and manage digital asset using the dates, the names, the metadata, and also the tag. Even you can choose the types of collection that available. You can give the tags over there, and from this system, it's easy for you to retrieve semula. Sebab apa? You are already organized all these types of materials in order. Searching through folder after folder to find an asset is not just frustrating. It costs your team's time, countless hours, and then of course, money is also in the process. So this system of the brand folders, for example, give your team a better way to organize the asset. You can build the collection for specific campaigns or types. You boleh buat accordingly. Katalah you would like to develop a folder related to your promotional for Fakulti Pengurusan Maklumat. So you can store everything in there. You can have the types, pelbagai types of the formats such as the pictures. You can have the brochures. You can have the posters. You can have the videos, as well as uploading and storing unlimited files in one secure location. Okay. Yang ketiga is to access. you already have the specific DAM system. So you be able to access the material easily. You can set the permission to both internal and external users. Maknanya from the first end user kepada the last user, end user tu mereka boleh menggunakan, mereka boleh menyimpan, mereka boleh mengakses, mereka boleh melihat, they can also evaluate, they can also menambah the storing of the digital asset and media based on what you want them to see. So with for example yang saya bagi dekat sini actually is the brand folders, unique user permission. You can decide which asset you want people to see and for how long, thanks to expiration features. Okay. And then salah satu lagi features ni ialah collaborate. Your team can use this system, which is the brand folder, to collaborate on the asset while they are working in progress. Through the integration with workflow tools Jira and InMotion now, you can control and monitor the development of every asset of your team is working on and put approval process in place to keep their work on track. Normally dalam mana-mana sistem pun akan ada admin kat situ. So bila ada admin, dia ada pengguna. Pengguna pula ada dari orang kata pengguna yang pengguna admin dan juga the end user of pengguna. Jadi all of them ada peranan and roles masing-masing. Contohnya kalau macam admin ni, dia have all the access terhadap penggunaan ni. Tapi the administration admin pula mereka ada certain limit. And the best practice of this system, they be able to collaborate with their other users also to explain atau to share the information. So by selecting the administrators, you can control who approve and reject the asset within the collection before they become visible to the end user. Okay. And then the best part is you can analyze, you can measure their progress, their performance, such as macam one of the smart book yang saya gunakan for my classes, the unique features of this smart book ialah I can see what progress you are currently sedang buat. Contohnya saya bagi you reading assignment. Kalau macam aktiviti biasa, saya kata okay, you guys before the class you can read chapter 5, this topic blah 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 blah. So I'm not sure whether you go through the reading ataupun tidak. Tetapi with that e-book, the smart book, I'll be able to follow your reading progress. Up to how many percent, which chapter you are, every single of you, the individual students dekat dalam tu saya boleh tengok. And then to measure your understanding, there are quizzes yang saya boleh conduct dekat situ so that I be able to assess your level of understanding. Same goes to this digital asset media system, system where you can do the measurement. Okay, this system gives you a way to track asset in your database. It automatically tracks how many times every asset is used, where it has been used, and if the asset's ROI was worth it or not, return of investment, okay? Not only does this make sure the assets are being distributed evenly, but it will also give you a single source of truth on what your top performing assets are and how to make wiser investment in future assets. Jadi kita boleh tahu setiap apa yang berlaku, the progress, dia punya return of the investment, and then dia punya feedback dan so on. This is one of the good bad the features of the Macam yang ini saya ambil contoh brand folder punya sistem. Okey, kemudian kita masuk kepada DAM repository. What is digital asset management repository? Okay, the DAM is the repository for your digital assets such as images. Tadi kita dah cerita tentang types of the format. Ada pelbagai types of format. So with them, you can upload, you can search, you can distribute, you can use your digital asset from a single solution. Okay. So again, this is well, what is a digital asset? It's actually the file that can be stored digitally. Typically, they are asset that can provide some sort of value to a company through marketing campaign and so on. So what are the digital asset used for? Untuk pelbagai perkara. Ada yang kalau certain digital asset tu, contohnya logo being uploaded dekat the distribution channel is their website. So this is to to make known of the organization logo. Ada some of the videos being shared dekat dia punya YouTube to make contohnya to make an awareness. Okay. So by using them, actually you can extend the life cycle of your digital asset by reusing them to create new material for all your marketing channel. Dia sebenarnya membantu ketampakan or the visibility of the organization. So who use them? DAM software actually helps break organization silos and brings department together. Okay. It is a tool that connects your cross-functional teams, so there are many departments who will use it. But they often have their own specific user stories. The user stories should be simplified by using a DAM, and you can control the type of the assets that users have to contain based on how they will interact with the DAM. Some of your users may need full editing access, while others may simply need the ability to download approved assets for specific products or brands. So kalau kita lihat kepada typical users type, ada internal users, ada external users. Kita lihat pada internal users, they are users and teams within your company that will access and use the DAM on a regular basis. Contohnya for the creativities, activities and work, photographers and graphic designer will use the DAM to access digital asset and upload new asset and version of assets into the DAM. Okay, they are most likely to use the integration with creative tools like Adobe, InDesign, Photoshop, Illustrator, Canvas, and so on. And then we do have marketing teams. Okay. Typically, they need to access them on a regular basis for the creation and storage of marketing materials that they have. The sales team will need access to approved asset that they can use for sales presentation. Maknanya dia akan distribute dekat situ the information for their prospect. And then the packaging teams will use them as a repository to store their packaging asset so they can easily access and make update to packaging with speed and agility. Okay. The IT professional usually help make sure the right data is involved in the integration of the DAM system. You need to understand that this digital asset and media management, we do have the developed system, and there are also open source software, dan juga ada some of the organization they create the system by themselves. Okay, so they need the IT professional to ensure the smoothness of the progress of this DAM. They can also have teams of asset owners, DAM managers, metadata managers, and archivists that configure the DAM and make sure assets are ingested with the right information. And they also have legal teams can attach expiration dates to the digital assets, so that the assets are not used without the proper right. Okay, dia maknanya dia ada ethics and legals yang relatedly to all these types of digital asset and media. And another which user may have download the content that shouldn't be used. Jadi kat situ ada dia punya expiring dates dia dekat situ. Maknanya bukan semua all this digital asset dia ada life cycle yang panjang, but some of it ada certain period sahaja. Contohnya macam poster. Katalah you buat related to the poster Mari Membaca untuk bulan membaca kebangsaan ke dan sebagainya. Jadi dia hanya valid untuk certain period sahaja dan certain tahun sahaja. Dia tidak boleh digunakan untuk jangka masa yang panjang. So for those yang contohnya kalau macam you buat promosi package, katalah promosi package certain hotel ni pada harga-harga yang tertentu. Dia hanya available for the certain month. Tetapi dia tidak boleh digunakan for the next month dan so on. Because kalau ni dia it is not applicable. Okay? Mar, saya call balik Mar. Saya tengah kelas. Okay, thank you. And then we also have the external user. External user, these are user outside of your internal team that need access to your digital asset, usually in more controlled environment. Okay, contohnya agencies, distributors, and also partners. Agency needs to access to your logo, brand guideline, and lifestyle images to use as part of their campaign. They can also upload newly created campaign assets to the DAM for approval. Okay, distributor often needs images to help promote and sell your products and also services. While the partners are the partners that work with you on creative, marketing, packaging, and other projects will need access to the images. So what are the advantages of using DAM? The biggest areas where a DAM can provide return on investment, the ROI, for a company is through saving time and money to ultimately increase the bottom line. There are many benefits of DAM that contribute to saving time and money across the marketing and also creative department. You boleh tengok pada framework yang ada ni. The workflow to store, manage, track, distribute asset through the DAM. Kat sini kita ada sebelah sini ada asset created, photography, internal creative, external creative. Dan di sebelah kanan we do have dia punya CMS, PIM, MRM, PM through dia punya ni. So DAM ni fungsi dia ialah to store, manage, track and distribute. That's why exercise yang lepas kita melihat pada peranan, roles ataupun function of the department. Kemudian kita melihat types of formats of the DAM yang dihasilkan. Dekat mana dia boleh diakses. Kemudian dia punya types of format, JPEG ke PDF dan so on. And then we do have the distribution channel. This is the workflow to store, manage, track, distribute the assets through the DAM. So some of the major advantages of digital asset management ada pelbagai actually. You can access to the digital assets right when you need them, the ability to use and reuse the asset to extend the life cycle of your asset and get more value for the investment in photography, design and so on. Control access to your asset, the ability to collaborate more effectively with teams on the certain project, maintain the brand consistency, understand how, where, when and who uses your digital asset through graph and chart directly in the user interface, quickly access and create artwork in the Adobe application and other many more. Okay. So what makes a good DAM? Of course, yang pertama sekali ialah easy to use. Mudah untuk diguna pakai, very user friendly. You should be able to access, to navigate, to use the system without any trouble. In the best implementation of them, user hardly even know they are using the system because it is so easy. Okay. The connection and also partnership. Your DAM system should help connect your marketing technologies. So your solution provider should offer ways to integrate system and partners with you to align on product roadmaps. Provide the control. A DAM should provide you with the control of your digital asset. So there should be option for user access control, permission, approval, rejection within asset and also group. And option for securely sharing digital asset. Okay, yang ketiga. Okay, for this week punya chapter kita ada 3 subtopic. Types and format, repository, and now is about the inventory. Okay, how is it so far? Good. Sekejap Kalau kita lihat pada dictionary, inventory means a complete list of items such as property, okay? Good in stock or the contents of a building. Dia ada list, listing, catalog, directory, record, register, checklist and so on. So what does inventory means? A complete listing of merchandise or stock on hand, work in progress, raw materials, finished goods on hand, made each year by a business concern. The objects or item represented on such a list as a merchant's stock of goods. So here, digital asset inventories actually is a term. Digital asset refer to the personal or and financial information that is stored electronically on either a computer or an online cloud server account that belongs to an individual. Inventory management tracks the stock that comes in and out of a company stores and also warehouse. Asset management tracks the equipment and supplies that a company uses to run the business. In other words, inventory management and asset management both track a company's property. But inventory management focus on the flow of items a company sells or part it used to make goods. Okay, one of the goals of the inventory management is to find the right balance of the stock. That is about inventory. Dia nak tahu apa yang ada dalam dia punya stock dan apa dia dalam the system dan sebagainya. Okay, how asset management and inventory management work together? So manage supply chain, reduce operating costs, maximize the return of investment, leverage real-time data, uses barcode and also RFID to prevent the loss. Inventory management involve the tracks and record of the stock, the forecast demand, the organized warehouses, the monitor expiration dates, that is the involving the inventory of the asset management. And the asset management support is actually support asset that support the inventory. Okay, ini yang berkaitan dengan what is inventory, also called stock in the products, raw materials, macam yang saya explain tadi lah. Okay, this is the difference between asset and inventory is that a company sell inventory to make money. Asset offer the business a different types of value. Helping the company buy and also manage the inventory. Okay, inventory asset. Okay, this one you all boleh buat is inventory management. Track stock ni you all boleh tengok. Saya nak explain related to how does inventory management helps a company monitor the life cycle of its stock. The process includes the receiving and storing the goods in a warehouse and picking up, packing, shipping, item keluar dan juga stok masuk dan sebagainya to improve the inventory turnover and increase fulfillment rates. Okay. Effective management prevents understock, overstock, and obsolete stocks. In addition to reducing inventory carrying costs, the practice prevents a company from tying up cash in inventory. So dekat sini again, as a recap, kita tengok kat sini, an asset is a content with the right to use. Content plus kata dia ada legal dia punya ni, which dia ada a right to the property right to the content, and the asset become value. This is the example, the departments, the types of the department, dia punya content that available, dia punya format, the distribution channel. For example, katalah saya pergi dekat bahagian marketing and communication. What are the content yang mereka hasilkan? They do have the brand management. They do have the brochures. They have the web pages. They have the exhibitions and show. They have the videos. They have the advertising. They have a show talk and so on. So, of course, all of this in the varieties of formats. Ada videos, audio, pictures, TIFF, HTML, and so on. So, what are the distribution channel? It is involved the print, the website, the social media, the graphic panels, the television, the radios, and so on. Alright, okay. This is based on orang kata according to the department, related to the content, the types, and also distribution channel. So inventory of digital asset management, dia actually optimize the creation, use, reuse, and re-expression of the following types of digital object. Contohnya, this one saya ada bagi PDF dekat dalam YouFuture, you all boleh tengok dengan lebih jelas. Okay, for example, saya bagi satu contoh dekat situ, asset type, education asset, the description, dia bagi details. Description about the education asset, online courseware optimized for the cognitive and cognitive abilities to individual student, often represent compound media and also knowledge object. The sources, of course, from the lectures, courseware, classroom, discussion, videos teaching, links, video recording, and so on. And then, units of work, of course, dekat situ dia ada dalam bentuk PDF, ada streaming videos, dia ada animation, dia ada the discussion dalam live chat, WhatsApp group, and so on. And then kat situ comments dia ialah maknanya dia terangkan dengan lebih detail, the description, the sources, unit of work, and also comments. And then kita bagi balik pada contoh lagi, IT asset including computing and communication, equipment, install software, capitalized professional services, system, software configuration, and so on. So sources dia, sumber dia of course lah daripada IT department. And then the units of work, they come with the metadata, dia punya ada installation of software program dan yang tertentu. And then the comment, them solution for IT asset, of course ada the configuration of the management, ada policy management, update the management, and version control. This one you all boleh go through satu persatu later on untuk lihat dia punya function. Ini ialah content exchange in the corporate enterprise. Okay. Okay, creating service is orang kata di bahagian level yang atas, corporate image development, advertising agency, ada multimedia production facility. Mereka menghasilkan all this asset and media management secara enterprise, and kemudian all of these types of format being ada distribution channel dia. For pelbagai purpose with the pelbagai types. Okay, distribution channel dia ada dekat radio, television, mail, website and so on. For pelbagai purpose, commercialization, for the knowledge, for the information, for display advertising and so on. Some of it is for the promotion, for the marketing and for the sale. And the last one, of course, all of this actually is to inform the end user. So what happened bila the end user melihat all this digital asset and media? Kalau dalam konsep of sales ataupun marketing, the promotion of course akan ada purchasing and deliveries item di situ. This is involve the corporate enterprise, okay, berkenaan dengan marketing of the ni. Kemudian kita lihat pula media content to digital files. Okay, textual content. For example, document, contracts, leaflets, brochures, handbooks, manuals, report, microfilms. All these adalah types of the digital asset in the format of document, text, HTML, PowerPoint and so on. And then beside the textual content, we do also have the images, drawing, photographer, pictures, negative, print, OH transparency. Kita tak tahu kalau you all tahu transparency OH ni dulu ada lecturer tu tulis dekat satu plastik of the macam transparency dan kita letak atas OH punya ni, dia akan display kan. So all this actually is also can be transformed into digital asset, right? And then beside the textual content, images, we do have the multimedia. Yang mana it consists of the video tape, audio CD, CD-ROM, DVD, movie films and so on. Okay, this is the linear production flow. Bagaimana suatu asset, digital asset media dihasilkan. Start with the planning, production, post-distribution, fulfillment and archive. Okay, you boleh tengok dia punya flow and also cycle of the penghasilan of the asset. Okay, this is the multi-tier architecture. Of course, kalau ni dia kita involve the network lah. Dia ada involve all of this software ataupun sistem being installed into the server can be accessed oleh client through the network. Okay, and then ada presentation tier, business tier and data tier. Data tier will involve the database. Business tier, of course, the application server, the web server. Dia akan through the internet or internet and then the web client. That is the multi-tier of the multi-tier architecture. This is the basic system architecture related to digital asset management system. Selalunya bila kita do this ataupun develop the system, software ni ada yang free software dan sebagainya, dia akan di-install di dalam server. And then dia punya content, metadata, the content repository, the business logic, dia punya proxy semua dalam this web server dan boleh diakses through the internet oleh the end user. Okay. Okay, the unstructured versus structured. Unstructured, we do have orang kata kepelbagaian, contohnya macam office document, legal document, publishing, the engineering, marketing collateral dan so on. Ini semua dia orang kata masih lagi belum disusun secara ni. Structured, all of this dimasukkan dalam satu database records. Okay. This is document flow. This is about the layout of the management, the document management system. Okay, example of digital asset and media types ni you all dah, I'm sure you guys are very clear. Since exercise lepas pun kita dah go through in detail satu persatu related to the types of the digital asset and media. Kalau document ada doc, DOCX, PDF, HTML, spreadsheet, Excel, CSV and so on, presentation, PPT, kita ada PPTX. Okay, that is the example of digital asset and media types. And then kalau video, kita ada MP4, AV dan so on, audio, MP3 dan so on, images, JPEG, PNG, JPG, design ada dalam TIFF and also PSD. This is types, format of the digital asset and media. This is the references that you guys can also look further related to this topic. Okay, this exercise saya akan buat in our next class. So you for time being, you search and capture various types of digital asset and media. You create a folder in your computer and store all the digital asset and media which you have been captured in the folder. Upload all digital asset and media in Google Drive and ataupun OneDrive. Okay, you boleh tengok macam contohnya the kalau to be specific, you boleh tengok based on the theme ataupun based on the organisation ataupun the department function. Contohnya, you pilih corporate department ke, you pilih media department and so on. Okay? Okay, class.